Verma, author, will be speaking on behalf of the BJP. Sujata is spokesperson of the Congress party. O.P. Rawat is a former Chief Election Commissioner of India. Sujata Paul, I'm coming to you first. Look, the fact is that yes, an election is a contest of ideas, but unfortunately that's not how elections in India play out. So it is virtually a new tutu meme every day. This time we are seeing for the last 2 days a tutu meme over the Congress manifesto. But the fact is that it is the BJP's job as the ruling party in this country to criticize your manifesto. Why are you so upset? Why are you going complaining to the Election Commission? And honestly, what do you expect the Election Commission to do in this case?
The fact is that the Prime Minister is so flustered because he knows that people have gone against him, and that is the reason why he is coming up with such frivolous, cheap, tactics. Because if you look at BJP's history, of course, they go to town talking about Shyama Prasad Mukherjee. And Shyama Prasad Mukherjee of the Hindu Mahasabha was the Deputy Chief Minister of the Bengal government at that time, with Fazlul Haq of the Muslim League as Prime Minister, which was formed in December of 1941. What do they have to say about that? But bringing in the Muslim League now, with whom the Hindu Mahasabha aligned in the 1940s to form governments in Sindh, like you mentioned, Northwest Frontier Province and Bengal, speaks a lot about them. Because what they said at that time, and if you actually read about the letter that Shyama Prasad Mukherjee had written to the governor of Bengal at that time, he had spoken about crushing the Quit India movement called by Mahatma Gandhi. Now, bringing in Muslim League at this stage clearly shows that the BJP has nothing to talk about. And you're absolutely right. We should be talking about our manifesto. We can criticize theirs. They can criticize ours. They can talk about the guarantees that we are offering to the people, because after all, Mr. Modi has now renamed his jumlas as guarantees. When we are talking about the Agnipath Yojana to be scrapped, when we are talking about the
Sujata Paul, you call the Prime Minister's allegations against the Congress manifesto frivolous. Are bhai, if they are frivolous, okay, you are saying they are frivolous, to me also they sound frivolous. Why are you taking them seriously? Why are you complaining to the Election Commission? And what do you expect the Election Commission to do in this case? He's the Prime Minister of the country.
Yeah, these are, what do you mean? He's the Prime Minister of the country. He's also going to be a candidate, and he's going to represent his own party, number one. Secondly, not just cheap, not just frivolous, but downright, below the belt. I mean, you're talking about a free country which is 75 years old today. And when you start talking about our manifesto and compare it with the Muslim League's manifesto of the pre-independence era, what is he trying to do? He's trying to divide the country. He is the one who's dividing the country in terms of Hindu-Muslim. We are not doing it. He is the one who talks about appeasement politics, because on the one hand, he'll say, we'll take everybody together, sabka saath, sabka vikas, and then he will say, no, if the Congress is talking about anybody, then it is appeasement. Yes.
Let's get the other point of view in as well. Okay. Let's get the other point of view in as well. I'll give you an opportunity to speak again. Karan Verma, let's get to the specifics. Ek minute. I have read the manifesto. Sujata has read the manifesto. I'm sure you have read the Congress's manifesto. Please tell me where the Congress manifesto is saying that the Congress is talking about reservation for Muslims. And ये जो 50% का cap हटाने की बात कर रहे हैं, constitutional amendment के साथ, this is actually for Muslim reservation. They haven't said it at all. They are talking about a caste census. Nowhere have they spoken about a religious census. ये तो misinformation है, ये तो बदमाशी करना हुआ ना.
Can I answer? चलिए, मैं बोल सकता हूँ, please? Yeah. Okay. So I'll tell you why they say this is a Muslim
Don't accuse me of not letting you speak.
Reeks of. No, I'm not accusing. I'm taking your permission, ma'am. Please let me speak. On page 11, Shreya, in the manifesto, I'm quoting from the manifesto. It says, Congress will ensure that every citizen, minorities, have freedom of choice of personal laws. Now, if this is not appeasement, what is appeasement? Today, where the Supreme Court is on record talking about a uniform civil code, saying that there cannot be two laws for two different communities, you are talking about minorities having the choice of personal laws. Congress is going to promote that. I mean, this is so much in bad taste. Are they trying to do a Shah Bano 2 and saying that, we are going to reverse the Supreme Court or the judgments that have come from the courts and allow triple talaq? I don't understand in which light should it be seen. Then, coming to your question about the 50% cap, you're right. They do not explicitly say this because they don't want to lose out on some Hindu votes also, just as Rahul Gandhi doesn't want the IUML flags to be flown while he's filing nominations. So they go about it in a very tacit manner. They say we want a change in the 50% cap, and at the same time in Telangana, their Chief Minister Revanth Reddy is time and again saying we will stand for reservation for Muslims. We will stand for reservation based on religion. Maharashtra Congress, they pass a resolution talking about reservation for Muslims. In Karnataka, there is a growing chorus that it's time they reversed what they had implemented first, a 4% reservation for Muslims, which was removed by the BJP.
Okay.
So it's very clear in their actions and in their words. What are we talking here? I mean, it's a perfect example of the pot calling the kettle black.
Sujata, respond to that. Sujata, respond to that.
BJP very coolly twists everything, and of course, when the BJP supporters come on television, I wonder why the BJP spokespersons don't attend these debates. Now, when you're talking about the minorities, tell me, Shreya, if we are talking about India, India is a country of diversity, but the BJP does not believe in any diversity, and Mr. Modi's BJP believes only in one man. And therefore, when we specifically talk about the minorities, they have a problem. But you know what they say? That we are giving rations to everybody. So yes, the minorities are also getting rations, and that's it. But what we have also said is that we will ensure that like every citizen, minorities have the freedom of choice of dress, food, language, and personal laws, like every citizen, because today the BJP has made people feel like they are second-class citizens, but minorities include the Jains, the Sikhs, the Parsis, don't they? Or does the BJP think that they are going to consider only one particular community as the minority? That is what their intention is, because they want to polarize and communalize.